If Real Madrid play this game again, City will win it. 9 out of 10 times, City will win it. But City did it in the way that they win most matches. It just this time didn't happen.
But to begin tonight's build-up to the game, I thought I'd just show you the latest on the developments of the new North Stand, which is still a couple of years away from finishing, but you can see the hotel lift towers going up now. And just behind us, you can see how close it is because it opens next week, is a new Cope Live arena, which is going to be interesting on match days when there's events at both stadiums. But tonight, of course, is arguably, no, I don't think it's arguable either, the biggest club game there is at the moment. The champions of the world, City, against, as Pep Guardiola describes them, the kings of Europe, Real Madrid. It's probably just to be a cracker. Let's see who I bump into today and what the mood is going to be ahead of this one, and of course what the reaction will be afterwards, win or lose, and who City will play in the semi-finals if they get through. Big night.
Oh, it's a massive game, isn't it? I mean, you can't. What's the right word here? Imagine a better game, can you? Man City v Real Madrid. But what they did last year to him here, that must be in the back of minds, because that's one of the best displays I've ever seen in my whole life. David Bleak rang me after about 40 minutes. I wonder what the phone call from the gaffer like, and he just said, "Bruyne, that is the best 40 minutes I've ever seen in my football life." Amazing. So, but two good sides. I mean, anything's happened after last night. You know, anything can happen, can't it? So, I fancy City.
The question is, can they repeat what they did last year? Maybe they don't need to. Maybe they don't need to.
They do need to. I think they can.
It doesn't need to be 4-0 though, does it?
No, I thought you meant for the other games as well. Oh no, they don't need to. It's just you know, to score 3 goals away from home at Madrid is incredible, and they're playing well. And they're 5 against my old club Luton. So yeah, I'm fully expecting them to win tonight.
Is City capable of winning this treble again, do you think?
It's an easy thing to say, isn't it? But the way they're playing and the way people just come to form around this time is incredible. And then who would have envisaged those 2 results? You know, Liverpool and Arsenal getting beat. You know, things can happen, can't they? You know, pressure's on, but they're used to handling pressure. You know, when you see the likes of who they left out against Luton and who'll be playing tonight, just magnificent.
Well, it's going to be pretty exciting. I think Real are City's bogey team. They can magic 2 goals out of nowhere in 5 minutes, and that can unsettle the game. So hopefully City go out early, score 2-3 goals in the first half, and then kind of lock it down. That would be a good outcome.
Is City not Real's bogey team?
Well, you could say that as well, right? I mean, they'll definitely be coming here to get revenge after last season. But you know, City. The cards are on City to win it. You've got to believe that they can win it if the team, you know, if everybody turns up and plays their heart out. So yeah, it's a tough one. The nerves.
I was going to say, as a fan, do you get nervous?
Yeah, I've been nervous all day, and yeah, will be until the final whistle goes and it's in the bag.
Are you dreaming of Wembley?
Well, it's near us, so you know, clearly us southern fans can enjoy. Yeah, I think that will be good. She'd be really excited.
Could be 3 more trips to Wembley, yeah? Saturday in the FA Cup.
Correct.
FA Cup final, Champions League final.
Yeah, sounds good.
Then again, none of it, well, I suppose one of them will happen, the semi.
Yeah, one of them will definitely happen. Yeah. So, yeah, fingers crossed. We'll be spending a bit of time in Wembley and enjoying the pre-match stuff at Box Park. That was fantastic last year at the FA Cup final. So, yeah.
Enjoy tonight.
Come on, City.
Thank you.
Feeling confident here. 3-1.
What makes you so confident?
Because we're just clicking out. It's that stage of the season where we do it. So
this is Real Madrid, though.
Yeah, I know, it's City, though, isn't it? City are the best team in the world, mate.
You seem very relaxed about that.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Like you've followed them for 40 odd years, you know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter, does it? We will win tonight, definitely.
What do you make of where City are now these days?
I just have to savour it, just enjoy it, because it goes in circles, doesn't it? Cycles, sorry. He might be here now. Look at United now. They're bobbins, aren't they? You know what I mean? Who'd have thought that 15 years ago? You wouldn't, would you? But yeah, I'm just enjoying every minute. Wembley on Saturday again. Lost count now. It's brilliant. I'll tell you one thing though that has changed, Ian. You can't buy a programme with cash.
That's the programme.
You can't buy a programme with cash. And on the football special, when you used to sell the pies, you wouldn't be able to pay with a card, would you?
No, that's true.
But yeah, it's brilliant. I love it. And the sun's out. Got to be confident, haven't you? You got to be. I mean, Pep is the best manager in the world, isn't he? And that's what makes me confident. The fact that he's in charge. You know what I mean? He just doesn't make many mistakes, does he? You can think of a handful of games where he's made a mistake, really. And one of them was in this competition, but I don't think he'll do another one. I just don't.
We're blessed, aren't we?
Yeah, we're blessed. That's the best word for it. Just enjoying every minute of it. Yeah. As you are, aren't you?
Yeah, well, we said that last year and then we smashed him, so we'll see how we go.
Do you feel the same level of confidence as maybe you did last year?
More so, to be honest. And you consider that, you know, they got 2 lucky deflections in the first leg. You think, you know, from their point of view, count themselves lucky. From our point of view, a bit unlucky. So you've got to be confident, haven't you, really? But it's Real Madrid, anything can happen.
On the basis that Pep thinks Real Madrid are royalty, which they are in this competition.
Legally.
If City beat Real Madrid, they're going to go on and win it, aren't they?
You can't say that, can you? I don't know. I think there's, you know, we've had a series of good results, one after the other. We've come up against some proper opposition, and we've drawn against them away. So we'll have to see how we go today. And I think after that, you've got to be confident. Really, you have to. Like, apart from City and shooting ourselves in the foot, who else is there? I mean, like, you just can't see it. But there's a lot of good teams. So even just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. No, it's hard to win that Champions League. Doing it twice would be incredible.
What does it mean to you then to see the bus go past like that?
Amazing. With my 2 grandsons, absolutely amazing.
You enjoy that?
Yeah, a lot.
You think City are going to win tonight?
Definitely.
He's one of our own, Phil Foden. He has scored.
I'm hoping for a City win, obviously. This game could go anyway, I think. Could be. I'm thinking 2-0.
It's a big game, isn't it?
It's a massive game, yeah. And also with the half and half scarf thing, I hate that. Even though I'm from Ireland, I still come over every year. I've been coming since the 90s. I hate this half and half stuff. And it makes it harder for fans like me who've been coming here since the 90s to get a ticket now. And now I can only buy 1 ticket maybe, and before I could buy 2, 3, 4, and that's all over now. That's the price of success, and what about it? We've been through the hard times long enough, and long may it last, and it's great. But it's great to be a Blue.
Well, this is a far cry from when you were at the club, Chris. What's a night like this mean to you?
It's amazing considering where we were, but it's the same again, isn't it? You know, Real Madrid, what is that now? 3 seasons on the trot. It's going to be a cracking game, this. It really is. Beats Port Vale, though.
It's come to something when it's a routine game against, and we start as favourites as well against Real Madrid.
Yeah, and you know, I was saying to Emma before, you know, first time I'm wearing something with the club badge on for a long time, because I get scared of wearing anything with the club badge on when I'm at a game, because I feel like I'm jinxing it. I just
it off.
I just get nervous. I get nervous about a game, and it's like, you know, still, how can you still get bloody nervous now? But you do. It's in the blood, isn't it?
get that top off.
Yeah, I am going to. It's in the bin, ain't it?
Enjoy the game.
Cheers, Bob.
It's getting closer to kick-off now. Out come the Real Madrid players. The excitement is building inside the stadium. What is going to happen tonight, I wonder?
Hello, I'm Kazimierz Morfiński of Sport. I thought it was an excellent first half technically. Obviously, the first goal is so crucial, and Real Madrid got it. It's a different game from the one in Madrid. City have had plenty of possession, and they've made chances, but they haven't made them pay, and they haven't really stretched the goalkeeper. He's had a couple of saves, but they've been relatively straightforward ones. Almost his hardest one was from De Bruyne's corner. De Bruyne has had a couple of long shots. One with his right foot was well saved, one with his left foot was over. But City are going to struggle against this packed defence. Ancelotti's organised Real Madrid really, really well. It needs something more, it needs more pace, it needs the ball being moved quicker, I think, from City's perspective. How they do that is tricky against this Real Madrid team.
You think Madrid are going to win this now, or
I think it's still impossible to call it. They're two very, very good teams. You could almost make a case for this being the real final, the two best teams left in the competition. Well, there's still a long way to go. There's still a long way to go in this match. I don't think you can call it until the final few minutes.
so extra time is needed? It's going to be a nail biter this one. Could it even go to penalties? We'll see.
Very disappointing, completely dominated the game. The stats prove that, and the better team lost. Madrid came, got what they came for. They didn't come to dominate us, they didn't come to play, they come to defend and play for penalties.
They knew what they were doing though. That presumably
completely.
Carlo Ancelotti had watched what Arsenal had done and thought, well, that's the way to do
Well,
it.
he's a genius, isn't he? Absolute genius. And, you know, come on Dortmund.
So if Real Madrid play this game again, City will win it. 9 out of 10 times, City will win it. But City did it in the way that they win most matches. It just this time didn't happen. Haaland, instead of hitting the bar, just a centimeter below, goes in. And De Bruyne, that chance that goes high, goes in. And they win 3-1 and nobody have complained. But that's Real Madrid. They've got something, and it's not by chance. They have faith in what they do. They committed. They compete. They have a lot of stuff that you require to go far in the competition. But today they were lucky. It's just like that.
Is it not a Carlo Ancelotti masterstroke to play defensively? Nobody expected that, did they?
Yeah, well, they always play like this. They play low block and try to defend. But we'll call it a genius, a masterstroke and all that, because at penalties they actually did better than City.
True.
So City does better at penalties, and then we'll be saying, how can Real Madrid come to the Etihad and play that way? So we have to be a little bit consistent and forget the result for a moment, because it was penalties. And City did everything they had to do to win. And Real Madrid did a lot that normally makes you lose, but on this occasion they didn't.
I don't know where to start. It's heartbreaking. I mean, I don't want to sound too sort of greedy, because we can't win it every year. And I think one thing I said when I was after the game was, at least we're not going out still having to win it, having that feeling of there's another opportunity, there's another time that we've blown it and we still haven't won it, and so at least we haven't got that feeling. But of course, you go 120 minutes with Real Madrid. There's no shame in that at all. They set up really well tonight. You saw their plan. They came for a 0-0 draw, or to nick one on the break and get it to penalties, or even win it off a smash and grab. So it was disappointing. I thought when De Bruyne got it back, I thought because we looked like we were flowing at that point, but yeah, it just wasn't our night. And we've seen so many times that it's got to be your time to win it, and it just wasn't tonight for us. It felt like it after last week. And maybe if we come here with the goal, with the lead, then it would have been different. But yeah, it just wasn't ours tonight, and it's unfortunate. But we've got to go again. What we can't now do is let that be an excuse for not turning up on Saturday against Chelsea, because they'll be looking at this tonight and licking their lips at us, going, they're going to be down on confidence. So we can't let that be an excuse. We've just got to go for it, win that game, and we've got 6 games left in the Premier League. As long as we win those, Arsenal are going to be down and out after their defeat, which is obviously a positive off tonight as well for us. And then obviously at Liverpool as well, we hope they lose this week to knock their confidence a little bit. But maybe that'll make the title race more interesting. You don't know. But yeah, disappointing. But let's just focus on the end of the season, because we have got 6 games left in the Prem, and then the FA Cup games too.
Well, you can't win them all, I suppose. City go out of the Champions League in the worst possible way, i.e. on penalties. I thought they were the better side over the 90 minutes. Still not really that impressed with Jude Bellingham, but he was involved in the build-up for the goal, which gave them the lead, and ultimately, I suppose, got them through. And he did score a penalty too, but oh well, that's that one over. I think Guillaume Balaguer summed it up pretty well, really. Thanks very much as ever to multidefenselawyers.com. So even in adversity, even in defeat, they were here. They supported me. So thanks very much to them, Kenway Miller. Thanks very much to Timpson and also to M&M Artwork and Mirrors for their support. And thanks to you for watching. I'll be down at Wembley, of course, at the weekend. There's no break. It's straight on to Wembley and an FA Cup semi-final. We should never take those for granted. Chelsea, the opponents. Come and say hello if you see me, maybe on Wembley Way or something like that. And well, even on days like this, even in defeat, even when it goes wrong, it doesn't alter anything in my mind, because it's still great to be a Blue.